Hello. I'm having I'm having an experience. And so I thought I might up and make a video and share. I'm looking a little unkempt here. Now, I came to a concert. By a most venerable singer, Hannu. I think maybe it's his farewell concert. Amazing concert. Amazing band, amazing singer. Sound, everything. Presentation. In this big barn. And there was an intermission and this kind of thing. My wife would have liked to come to the concert with me, but I came alone, and this is because my dear lady had to take a friend to the hospital for a procedure, and I gather that went okay. But yeah, here I was by myself, and so in the odd moments, I didn't really have much to do, and so I got my knives out, because Hannu is a Finnish singer, and I met him through my Finnish dance group. I put a puukko on my belt in honor. And this puukko is one I made myself. The sheath, actually, I made quite some time before for a different knife that fell out of the sheath. But it has really good retention with this knife, which I made, I don't know, half a year ago or something, and I've been whittling on the handle. So that was it, in my spare moment I got this knife, I started fiddling with it, there's a bit of a burr on the edge, and I'm playing with the handle, and I thought, the handle wasn't quite right yet, so this unevenness there, that's where I've been carving in. Not with a very great whittling knife. But what I was using is what I just dropped down the back of the seat here. EDC flashlight time. Ah, yes. So, Camillus reverb. Got a kind of a thing going with this knife. It's kind of a budget knife that wasn't that cheap. I think it was like $40 or something. It's Uz 8 steel, very thin, slicey, hollow grind. I backed up the shoulders on it. Where's this hair? And I've had issues with it. It's got a little bit of horizontal play, and I think I may have traced that to the pivot itself. I'm thinking that maybe the pivot hole in the blade is a little bigger than the pivot pin, or possibly the pin itself got mashed when I was doing rope cutting. And also the liner lock has issues, and it has a very hard detent. Very difficult. It's not an easy open. Seems maybe I've loosened up a little bit. Oh wow. Well, also now I just tightened her up, so we'll get to that. So wow, that's improved. Yeah. There was lock stick at one point. I bashed it with the carbide hammer. Anyway, so this thing actually, it works serviceably. And I could probably do some scraping as well, but I was just carving in. Oops, that was the wrong direction. There we go. And so it's an old hickory axe handle that I'm carving, so carves okay, but it is pretty hard. And also then I noticed that things weren't even as I was carving in, and part of that is here in the bolster, which is buffalo horn, So I was actually carving the buffalo horn. And then I went back into the concert, and a lot of people had left by that time. So I discreetly had this little black knife, which, you know, you got it sitting in your lap. Pretty hard to spot that it's a knife. And I was just discreetly honing very gently, feeling exactly where the little folds were, and you know, so now it occurs to me that I have this piece of paper from the footwell. It's old, crumply. It's been through some wetting and drying cycles, and now we're going to test this edge, which I put on with a steel. Yeah, so whoever tells you that honing steels are no good, it's because they never learn how to use one. That's my opinion. Amateur opinion. And, right, so I also wanted to tighten the pivot on this, and I discovered that, what is this, a T6 maybe? I discovered that you can tighten a T6 with your mini Swiss Army knife. With the screwdriver. So I guess any screwdriver that's the right size, but you know, it just so happens that this, jam it in at a 45-degree angle like that, and you can tighten your pivot up. And I got it tight, no side-to-side play. And I did have quite a lot of play established on this knife because I was playing it with it today. And I was playing throw and catch with it, and stuff like that. Did this for a while, just like that, closed, and then I opened it and played with live blade, and I dropped it on the floor a few times and slammed it around, and did this maybe 100 times, and yeah, it is quite hard detent, and once you get past it, it's starting to almost be full shotty. Well, now I tightened it up, but well, so that's my story. What do you make of it? Interesting? Boring? Inspirational? Disgusting? Well, before I go, what's in my left pocket? The same thing as always. A hawkbill pruner and Rough Rider auxiliary. I cut myself today with this knife, and how I did that was I was out making faggots, and so I had the twine and the hawkbill on the ground, and I was bundling up the sticks, and then I reached for the string or something, and I heard this thick sound, and then my finger got wet. Ginger beer. I'm driving. Thanks for watching.